you can follow along with me on page 118. This is letter A. We need to turn 0.25% into a decimal and a mixed number or fraction in simplest form. So we have 0.25%. So we need first to turn it into a decimal. So remember, when we have a percent, we take the decimal of 0.25 and we move it to the left 2 spots. Whenever we turn a percent into a decimal, we move the decimal point to the left. So we move it 2 spots. Now I need to put zeros in as fillers. So as a decimal, we would have 0.0025. Now we need to turn this number into a fraction. So I look at the number. I have 0.0025. Well, I have tenths, hundredths, thousandths, and 10,000ths. So I know I need to put 0.0025 over 10,000. Now, another way we could look at it is we could just simply say 25 over 10,000 because we don't need those zeros there. So now I know 25 10,000ths isn't reduced. So let's reduce it. What can go into both 25 and 10,000? Well, looking at it, I know 25 can go into both. So I'm going to divide both the top and bottom by 25. When I do this, 25 divided by 5 is 1, and 10,000 divided by 5 is 400. So my answers for this problem would be as a decimal 0.0025, and as a fraction it would be 1/400. I now need to take 530% and turn it into a decimal and a fraction. To do this, whenever we turn a percent into a decimal, we take the decimal point that's behind 530 and we move it to the left twice. Remember, whenever we change a percent to a decimal, we move the decimal left. So, as a decimal, 530% would be 5.30. Our next step now is to turn this problem into a fraction. Well, I know I have a number before my decimal point, so my answer is actually going to be a mixed number. So I'm going to have 5 and some value. Well, let's look at it. I have 0.30. Well, I have a 3 in the tenth spot and a 0 in the hundredths. I don't have to worry about the 0, so let's look at the 3. I have 3 in the tenths spot, so I have 3/10. Looking at 3/10, I don't think I can simplify it anymore. So my answer will be 5 and 3/10. So as 530% in a decimal, I get 5.3, and as a fraction or mixed number, I get it as 5 and 3/10. I want to turn 2.4 into a percentage. Now remember, whenever we turn a decimal into a percent, we move the decimal point to the right twice. So let's do that. We take our decimal and we move it to the right 2 times. I need a 0 for a filler. So 2.4 into a percent is 240%. Once again, I need to turn 0.004 or 4/1000ths into a percent. Remember, to do this, I need to take my decimal point of 0.004 and move it to the right twice. You always move it to the right 2 times. So, for my percentage, I get 0.4%. And remember, it's okay to have a decimal in your percentage for this lesson. Your transportation code for today is a train. Chugga 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 choo choo.